The Golden Ones, Unconditional Love is an OT in emotion, it is a multidimensional energy. By Suzanne Lai. Website, www.suzannemyphd@blogspot.com. There are many things that I have been hearing and seeing that are higher dimensional. For one thing, I might hear a conversation in my head that I should all talk to other about my interdimensional experiences. These interdimensional voices are saying to each other that one of main things that we have in common is that no one has the answers about this now of planetary ascension because we, the Earthlings, have never done it before. Since no one has the answers, we're all entering the unknown. This is a problem, as one of humanity's greatest fears is the unknown. I've talked about the Golden Ones, who tell me they are the threshold keepers, and I keep seeing them. Usually I see and or hear them around 3 or 4 p.m. because that's the end of my day, and I am usually relaxing. They come into my awareness. I know I've said this before, but if you ask questions and make it a conversation, you will get more inner information. When I ask these Golden Ones a question, I feel perceived they're a golden circle above me and usually to my right. Then I get a feeling in my brain, which is in the higher dimensional language area of my right brain within the circuit between the pineal and the pituitary glands. I then receive information, but I can't understand it in words. I receive these messages more as pictures and ideas that are in me from NOT from me. I listen to these pictures and ideas because they are all filled with unconditional love. I think that these messages mainly occurs around 3 p.m. and 3 a.m. are special times, which have something to do with the angle of the sun and the earth. It is similar to reset time. People often get very tired around 3:00 p.m. and wake up from sleep around 3:00 a.m. I have heard this has to do with the angle in which the sun hits the earth. That's when people get tired and want to go to sleep in the afternoon, and when then they wake up at 3:00 p.m. in the morning. Thus, 3:00 a.m. and p.m. are like reset times. In my inner outer image of the threshold keepers, they're above me, yet still within me, and they're discussing things like, how can we best assist the ascending one? If we give them too much assistance about sharing our dimension, they will not have the inner knowing necessary for them to remain here. Then, another Golden One may say something like, yes, you are correct. However, humanity has never resonated to our frequency in any of their many time eras. Their ascended masters were able to join us, but they were higher beings when they were born. Yes, another Golden One may say, there is a space, actually it is the final remains of third-dimensional time-space which guys humans have not yet been able to resonate to, unless they were ascending ones. Many of them have lives in which they have ascended to higher fourth dimension, or the threshold between the fourth and fifth dimension. However, the experiences of third-dimensional Earth are so difficult, that usually the fifth dimension is the highest frequency of reality that they can consciously experience while wearing their Earth vessel. Many are learning to expand their fifth-dimensional imagination to extend into the realms beyond the fifth dimension, but they are called back to Gaia to complete their contract to assist with planetary ascension. Yes, says another Golden One, more of them are remembering how to communicate with the fifth dimension. Many of these human ones can remember that they have had lives where they ascended into the fifth dimension, but there is still a part of the energetic ascension path that has not been traveled. Yes, says a Golden One, there have been many civilizations have gotten up to that point of the fifth dimensional threshold during a peak society. And, what is occurring within there now is that these ones are expanding their consciousness to a frequency where there is virgin territory. In all of the civilizations since the great fall of Atlantis, which greatly lowered the resonant frequency of Gaia, there has been so many dark ones on Earth, that they acted as an anchor to keep the planetary frequency within the third, fourth dimension. Yes, says another Golden One, the Dark Ones, Illuminati, know that their consciousness will not be able to resonate beyond the lower astral plane. Therefore, they must continually spread fear amongst the humans, as well as the animals and plants, to keep their frequency low. Yes, adds another Golden One, All life on Earth has a frequency pattern that can, and will, respond to fear. Fear greatly lowers the innate immune system that all the plants and animals have. Fortunately, if that human, animal and/or plant, in fact any member of Earth, is exposed to the frequency of unconditional love, their innate immune system is activated. The Dark Ones know this fact and work very hard to keep Earth infiltrated with fear in any way that they can. We try to tell the dear human ones that they can best protect and heal themselves by sending these lost ones unconditional love and violet fire. Yes, responds another golden one. It is very effective when they use this simple tool, but so many of them have been taught to fight. Most of the ascended ones of their reality told the humans of their era that unconditional love was more powerful than fear. Unfortunately, responds another golden one, these ascended masters were revered, but their messages were lost or misinterpreted to fit the needs of those who did not want humanity to learn this simple truth. Then, the truth often died with the master and the misinterpretations grew more and more. Do you think that our dear friends wearing earth vessels will be able to hear our conversation? Says a golden one. Yes, say another, I think that some of those who have been able to expand their consciousness into the fifth dimension and beyond are gradually beginning to enter that space in between that we spoke of earlier. I just hope that those people can find the courage in a reality filled with fear to share their experience with others. Yes, yes, the golden ones say in one voice. If they share their higher dimensional experiences with others, then the ones with whom they share their higher dimensional experiences, it would greatly expand the resonant frequency of Gaia. The issue is, speaks the golden one, that every person learned something different, or will talk about the same issue in a different manner. The reality is that Gaia's operating system of individuality often makes unity consciousness difficult for humans to achieve. Yes, yes, all the golden ones agree. However, they say as one being, we the golden ones are here to assist them. Do you think the humans can hear us talking, says one golden ones. Wait, says another, I think I can hear some of them now. Let us join our consciousness back into our innate one and listen. Dear golden ones, I am far from my home because I have chosen to wear an earth vessel to assist God with her ascension. I have found on my many incarnations on poor Gaia's greatly wounded planet as so many humans have been lost in illusion and cannot see beyond the third-dimensional matrix. I know from my briefing before I took this earth vessel, continues the grounded human, that the human beings are supposed to be the most sentient and intelligent beings. However, they are also the most dangerous and the most destructive. Dear golden ones, how did this happen? How did the humans become so lost to illusion? Hello dear one, say the golden ones in one voice. You have the same question that many of us golden ones have. We wonder if we did not guide them enough, or did we guide them too much? No, says the human one. Most humans do not even know that you exist. Most humans can only perceive the third dimension, which is riddled with fear tactics, lies and indoctrinations. We really need your help down here. If there is a darkest night before the dawn, then this is it. Dear human one, say the golden ones in one voice, we understand your concern and have seen that Earth is going through her darkest night before the dawn. But we golden ones, want you to know that the dawn always comes. Guy wanted to investigate the concept of separation of polarities, cause and effect, and the frequency of space-time. Dear human one, we see that you are quite fatigued with this operating system. Fortunately, there are many other humans who are also ready to release these third-dimensional components of Gaia's operating system. What can I do to assist poor Gaia? Asks the human one. Dear human, say all the golden ones, you are correct that God chose a reality game that is really difficult to win because humanity is called upon to join into unity consciousness with ALL life in order to achieve planetary ascension. Because humanity has learned that Dark Ones will try to stop them, they know they will need to take an energetic leap, which will put them out of Gaia's 3D matrix and into dimensional flow of all life that resonates to the fourth dimension and on. It is for this reason that all spiritual leaders have learned to expand their consciousness beyond the 3D matrix. The ones who have fallen into the dark, power over others, matrix cannot take that leap of consciousness because they have become addicted to the 3D matrix. Fortunately, more and more of the children of the dark, Illuminati, are breaking their programming. They can break their programming, which all children of the Illuminate must go through, with the power of unconditional love. Unconditional love is an OT in emotion. Unconditional love is a multidimensional energy field. Since it is a multidimensional energy field, unconditional love can easily retreat into a higher frequency of reality when a being of lower intentions try to use it for selfish gain. You make unconditional love sound like it is alive. Is it alive? Ask the human. Oh, dear human, say the golden ones, ALL of reality is alive. In fact, death is only a concept in the third dimension. In all the higher dimensions, the translation into a different dimension of reality is an interdimensional journey, from which they will eventually return once the circle of that experience has been completed. WOW. Says the human. I want to live in the higher dimensions. You do, respond the golden ones. In fact, every single person on earth has higher dimensional expressions of the self. Even the Illuminati? Asks the human. Yes, dear human, even the Illuminati. In fact, all life that you see on Gaia's third dimensional expression has higher dimensional expressions. In fact, Gaia has grown fatigued with her experience of being a fourth dimensional planet and is ready to return to her fifth dimensional, planetary expression. But what about all the people on that still live on the 3D matrix? The human one questions. We are so happy that you are concerned for those who are still lost in illusion. They will continue to inhabit the 3D matrix. However, since Gaia will resonate beyond that 3D matrix, the matrix will be wrapped around another planet that is still resonates to the time-space of the third dimension. I am confused, says the human one. Will the people on the 3D matrix leave Earth? Not exactly, reply the golden ones, they will leave time-space. There is a part of the 3D matrix that has never been used by our modern man, continue the golden ones. Unfortunately, much of Gaia's modern humanity is actually fallen humanity. This unused component of the 3D matrix contains the possibility of planetary unity consciousness. Once over 50% of the segment of humanity chooses to ascend into the fifth dimension, the higher 5D dimensional matrix will open to accommodate them. Okay, asks the human one, do you think that over 50% of the people will to get to this place where we can go into, maintain and ground a fifth dimensional matrix? Yes, say the golden ones, but it is a matter of time and space. Because Gaia is a time-space reality, in order for humanity to move into ascension, they will need to leap out that 3D-4D planetary operating system of time-space. Then, they will be more able to flow into the now of the one of the fifth dimension and beyond. Once humanity closes the illusions of time-space and polarities, there will no longer be the distraction of polarities, good versus bad, poor versus rich and even male versus female. There will no longer be the pressure of being there on time, worrying how far away something is. All those third-dimensional concepts will slip from your consciousness, much as your early days in school, or what you did or knew 20 years ago. There will no longer be a past. Furthermore, you will no longer need to think about what you need to do in the future, as there is no future in the now. I want to live in that reality, proclaims the human. You do, respond the golden ones, you just forgot. We are you and you are US. Download free recording here.
I'm ready for healing. My mind's lost with nightmares streaming. Woken up, kicking and screaming. Take me out of this place I'm in. Break me out of this shell-like case I'm in. Underneath the skin there's a human.